Yes. Old Sharon with Mo, these flows, a champagne stove that's pulled in walls until the rot would start and rot wild dogs would come with a wall of this leash, and then the walls that would be like the bars of the bees in the nest that they keep, because then I would have been holding the key in my hand that would tremble ever so, present with flow. This that I forever full core press when I go. Some impressive for y'all that would float off of what they could hop, and then I fucking hop in the hole like a robin with the ears that were low. You could have pulled like a weed in the gong, but you probably won't. Y'all suck and probably need to just hang out on something like rope that's tied to a limb that was tall, and then Mount Olympus was taught was more Atlantis I pulled from the water and the depths that it was. Then I'm big like I'm addicted to red, like I just need this web to save a pig when I did whatever I did, and this sudden special effects and this rush that would send adrenaline to where it went. And y'all would have been in wonderment if I ever did something. Bring back the Ross and when it would settle in. WD-40, I think not. It just spit stuff, dissolved with my saliva from talk. More toy than a tiger ever was. I could tie with a rubber bond that never snubbed. Mama, this was mama's get. Some of the lies barking. Minutes that would switch the hours, and then the hourglass would get pissed because then I opted for this in the sentence I picked. Cause then I could set some subtle rep surpass the last of when I thought that was grand, and never get past by what would riff and the engine it kept, because then I would have been remedying sentences I said while I said in bitch, and then all of a sudden Saturn would spin instead the ring that she kept. And I know that I had to be the bee's knees, or at least up to these I point to kiss, but y'all would never see. Then it couldn't have gone with the view that you saw and the device that you watched when I spit in the song. Make it sound enough to fit in King Solomon's temple if it wanted. And then I could have said some from the temples that I got until the dimples would have shone. Like I smile all along when I talk, and then that's the way that the law would have wrote. When I would have broke, when the balls would have foamed, and then I would have bounced like a bowl that had some rubber involved. More than tires that rip with the tread that they kept. I could have tread with my ribs, something I could hold off with a big. When after I did, though I probably won't, it's something like a dark joke that somebody told to somebody that's more than just a friend. Because they could have the dark that would mix with the doctor type shit and the stars that would be connect the dots with this polka involved in the music non-stop. Chose to say yo, the fucking froze in this yo. Extend the word that you chose, like the gird on the end, and then I'll grow when I did. And the girl with the skirt that be thrown up on the top or the bottom of the box, depends how long that it was. And then I fucking said some wrong, and then I saw it after more because I like the way that it felt. Y'all could just swoon over time. I had little blue eyes when I rock. Take a bite in the apple, then I swallow it whole, and then I bark with this ball that I'll just display on the wall. Like the LCDs were balls from off of my tongue, because that's the way that I taught them, dog, like they're dragons with wings that were long. Y'all belong to sing I guard until y'all see that. It's a bustling city that never sleep type thing, and then I slid what you kept in between the hands and the arms when they met type shit. You had to admit when after you heard the aftershocks and the remnants of this that resonates the walls of the glass and the smoke that would pass through in your lungs. And you would long for when I go and I grow with a groan, and then I fucking go and ain't grown or intro so they could get enthralled in some of this, if I would say so myself, until all was sat and solved, because had it all dissolved. Had it to mimic the last in a minute with rap, and then I meant it when I did something elaborate that was stacked just like that, like Lincoln logs that you bought or you got when you was chopping. Then I fucking said something charming, I know, with what could scrape, you know, inside of what you got with the trousers on in the back. And do I have to spell it out? Fuck, was you that dumb? Was you that smart? So maybe y'all would need to get a pen and cushion written, and I could just be pushing this with more of them that rolls and whips, and then I could grow this shit. Ivy get inside the bricks, because then I get inside me where it's the heart seated. Because then the fucking cider got excited for what's in spite of itself. And then I said some to dissect an insect that's small. Maybe the telescope could be shrunk even more, so I could have said and then shrug after I put the incision mark where it goes. Then it was a smoke that never go, because then a smoke never grow. And then I fucking said something like it's all I thought that it was. And then I scratched the top of it, my heart would just be pulled from off of the place that it was. Displacement of things that I say rearranged, the way that they're said today, and how I would have said to them, like I was brave when I say something, like I was old and I was brave with this that come from off my chin. Then I could cover y'all with a bunch of this lizard talk, and then the fucking wall from the bulb that you bought, and then I fucking bring all in this box that was lost until I'm boxing myself a cauliflower the side of my mo. Till the toe would have been the moto that y'all would have mowed over like the bush I was roped out. Till the sick would have been a swamp with a toad and a frog. They would sit on the lily pad or a log when I would have said some sick with a small. But then y'all would have a prince and see this impressive when the prince would have decided to spit and release the next one that we could ever get, because then the week would have went by and just the breeze and the wind that we would have left the sail on a ship that was big so we could get to the coast that it wished it could go. And then I fucking got more mystical with this that I toss, and I'll stick to the spot that I thought it belonged to the most. Cause if I did type shit and an idea was missed, and I wish I could go back. I wish that all the plus with a bunch of them plot of passes I would start with the wavy ass feet with the fence, and then I defeat all of my foes with the spit. And maybe the message was sent in a capsule small you could ingest it. Those are the intros that did the trick. Then I didn't tell Red the detail that had to see. Y'all had to stop and see. Have to have this urgency that would start in me, and then I could start the flame, and then I would just start to smolder y'all with the smoke that would be sent. That'd be the wind, and that'd be when they met, and that'd be when we would hold hands, and I'd hope that my foes would hit a part of your head, cause if they did, that'd be an extra part, the glitter you get, the glitter I give, and then I fucking glitter bomb y'all. The spot it belong, no, because I fucking wouldn't belong, no. Like somebody knock on the bathroom door or the stall, yo, because then I would have been the storm, yo. I've been brewing too long, I need to do what I done. And the last in the part what I said it most strong, and tell you what I saw on the lightning rod, and the top of my dome would have been tucked in. Alfalfa wore a hat around it. For real. TWA. Fucking get them. Fucking get them. Fucking get them. Fucking get them. TWA. That's right.